Crypto Joey Shaw.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The stock market show is back. Hopefully, everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Now, let's talk about Nvts. We're going to zoom in on the charts. As always, it is December. So, of course, the P&L on the top left-hand side is going to show zero. But we know that we have the discipline. We have the patience. We're going to buy the big bottoms. Patreon.com/shadesandtrays if you want to join the Discord for alerts and so much more. Let's zoom in on the chart. Guys. Let's get in here. What's going on? You guys see what I see? Because I asked a question in the Discord. A nice little puzzle for those of you who want the puzzles. You see NVTS here on the daily time frame. I see a lot of opportunity. I don't see anything bad about this stock. You look at this chart, you got an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle means that we're eventually going to break out and go higher, right? It's getting nice and tight here towards the end of the pattern, and then we break out. So you can play the chart pattern, the ascending triangle, which, let me just make sure you guys understand what I'm talking about here. Some of you might be a little confused, especially the newer people. The ascending triangle. It's a chart pattern that shows up on stocks that continue to climb higher over the long term. It's hard to lose on these. Why? Because they just keep going higher. So there you go, right here. Pulling up the image right now. Let me just zoom in. Make sure you can see. And there you go. So, price is coming up. Consolidates. Rising trend line support. We break out and we go higher. That is exactly what is happening here. We might have to go to the weekly to get a clear view of it. There you go. On the weekly, you can see much more clearly. Right? We're just slowly going higher into this area of resistance. We break out above it. We go. Yeah, once we break out, we go to 1037, then 12, followed by 15, and then the previous high of 1779. And then possibly 2025 from there, since a lot of these AI stocks love to do that. You also see that it came down to the purple line. And there's a trend line here as well, which it did touch, did come down close to it. It bounced off of it actually, and then held above the purple line. That part, it never even went under the purple line. A sign of strength. So you got all the bullish patterns. Price keeps going higher over the long term. It holds up above the purple line. It comes down to it when it gets massively discounted, like it did so many times in the past, right? So, and you also have the breakout play, right? You don't even need to use the purple line or the trend line. You could play the breakout. If it breaks out, you stand to make about 25 to 50% because it can go to 12 to 15. Or you can hold for the high, which in that case would be over 100%. And there's another thing that you might be missing, the MACD crossover. The MACD crossover. So what's so special about this white line crossing over the yellow line? Well, when it happened here, what happened? The price surged. It surged quite a bit too. Let me grab my price range tool. You would have bought at the top of the candle. It surged a nice 84%. A $4 move. That white line crossing the yellow line on the daily time frame was a signal. And then what happened? Oh, it crossed under. White line crossing under the yellow line. What happened? This is a lesson right here. Keeping it simple, right? Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. It crossed under and tanked 26%. A nice little pullback. But then what happened? That white line did not cross over the yellow line until here. And what happened then? Another surge, which you would have bought like here, and it still would have moved a nice 10, 12% from your buy-in point if you're using the MACD as the signal. This is why I always tell people it's better to just buy at the purple line because you'll buy cheaper. But you can also use the daily time frame MACD crossover, white line crossing the yellow line, as a signal. That's fine too, especially if you're just looking to get in and out real quick. Okay, and then the pattern repeats, right? We get the white line crossing under the yellow line. We tank to 544, touch that trend line support near the purple line, bounce to, got the breakout here as well, and went to 1779. You could have played the breakout as well. And it did cross over right here. So this would have been your signal to buy. White line crossed the yellow line here. You could have bought here at the top of the candle. Boy, oh boy, 191% move. It's almost like every time we get that signal, not only does it mark a bottom, but it also marks where you should buy for that next surge higher. And thus the pattern repeats, right? White line crosses under the yellow line. We tank. The dumb ones, the ones that like to blunder in the stock market, they buy up here, holding a big bag all the way down. And then here we are again. White line crosses the yellow line. What do you think is going to happen? I just showed you the historical patterns. What do you think is going to happen? In fact, we have the double whammy here. We got the double whammy. We got the double attack, right? We got the double attack right here. Not only did it come down to the purple line nice and cheap, but it held up above it. And we have the combination of that crossover, that white line crossing the yellow line. That's very bullish, considering all the other patterns within this stock, historically speaking. So this is a buy. Ideally, at 750, if you want to get it near the purple line. If not, I think under 10 is still a buy opportunity. But once it starts going above 10, it's going to start running away from you, right? Because if it goes above 10, it's breaking out and going higher. It's breaking out and going to 1250, then 15, then back to previous highs. So, I don't know what else needs to be said. I just give you the analysis. It's my first time back. I had a great Thanksgiving. Great. It was nice to just, have time off, give my voice box a break from always talking and yapping. I feel energized. I feel good. I think Nvts here, personal price target of 20. And then from there, we will head higher. But first, a word from our sponsors. I'm kidding, guys. So this is a buy. I just gave you all the analysis. It's up to you what signal you want to use. This is a buy under 10. Accumulate it and look to sell at 12, 50, 15, 18, and 20. It's up to you whether you want to scale out or, aim for $20. Up to you. It's up to you how you want to sell. But I'm looking to buy and sell at 50%. Take profit. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, for the Stock Market Show. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one and have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.